How do you decide on which university to apply to? Studying in US universities is pretty expensive. You have to make sure that the university is accredited. A lot of the current students are more than happy to share their experience. Hi guys, welcome back to Anamika Reflects. I just graduated from Caldwell University in New Jersey and I'm gonna start my full-time job in healthcare. I was just reflecting and I thought, what would I tell my younger self 4 years ago who was just thinking about applying to US universities? There are so many important points that needs to be discussed if you're thinking about studying in USA, but it's not discussed enough. So today I'm gonna talk about how to find the right university for you. And stay till the end because I'm also going to share my mistakes that I made while finding the right university. Point 1. Find the best programs in your major. How do you decide on which university to apply to? The first thing is deciding what you want to study. Let's say suppose you want to study computer science, right? You have to find the best program in undergraduate in computer science. And how do you do that? Do a lot of research, and internet can be a really good source. I used US News and worldreport.com, niche.com. These are different websites that tell you which universities have top rated program in a particular major. So find the best programs in your major. That should be your first deciding factor. Point 2, scholarship and financial aid. Studying in US universities is pretty expensive. As an international student, you would want scholarships and financial aid that would cover your tuition or room and board. So you look at those universities with best programs in your major and look at their scholarship programs. Do they provide a good amount of scholarship for international students? A lot of universities have a particular SAT score. Let's say 1280, you cross 1280 and you get the presidential scholarship that covers like 90% of your tuition. Let's say suppose you cross 1400, you get a full ride. So you have to see what are the terms and conditions for scholarships. There are also other financial aid packages and scholarships. There is recognition scholarship for your extracurricular activities. You gotta know what different kind of scholarships a university provides and look at the terms and conditions of it. So point 3, location. United States is a very big country. It's not skyscrapers everywhere. There's suburbs, there's rural places. So you gotta consider location. If you have family members or relatives or really close friends in a particular state and there's a university with best program giving you good amount of scholarship, that's a good deal to consider. If you're in a problem or you need a place to stay in summer and you already have family members and relatives, it's going to be a lot easier for you. Another factor to consider for location is internship and full-time job opportunities. States with major cities like California, New York, these places have a lot of opportunities for internships and full-time positions. You might want to consider the proximity to such cities if you're choosing a university. Point 4, accreditation, acceptance rate, retention rate. Accreditation in simple words is a third-party organization checking whether a university is legit or not. So whenever you are looking into a university, you have to make sure that the university is accredited. There has been instances where international students were cheated. In the website, it looked like there was a legit university. They got I-20 and everything, but when they came here, there was no university. So you have to always make sure it's accredited. Second thing, acceptance rate. Lower the acceptance rate, higher is the quality of university. Top university, Ivy Leagues, Harvard, Stanford, these universities have really low acceptance rate because it's really competitive to get in. So always consider acceptance rate while applying to a university. The third one is retention rate. Retention rate in simple language is the number of students that graduate after 4 years from a particular university. The lower the retention rate, lower is the quality of the university. If a university has a low retention rate, it says that a lot of students do come to that university, but either they transfer or they don't finish their study. This is not a good sign. So always look at the retention rate when you are applying to a university. Point 5. Connecting to the current student and alumni. One thing, if you want to know how good a university is, judge it by the success of its students, its alumni. If alumni have gotten into good graduate programs, they're doing good jobs, it says something good about the university. A lot of the current students are more than happy to share their experience. Find Facebook groups for that particular university. If you're a Nepali student, find the Nepali Student Association in that university. Talk to the student. Find out as much as you can about that university. Point 6. Make a priority list. So, you have to make 3 columns. The first column can be named absolute need. So, what are the things you absolutely need to go to a university? You might say, it might be, I absolutely need engineering program. I absolutely need 80% scholarship. Put that in your absolute need. Then second column, put it for preference. What do you want? You would say a major city like New York. Let's say a full ride scholarship. A great alumni network. The third one, the column should be non-negotiable. These are things that you cannot negotiate about. I'm never going to go to a university that does not have a public health program. I'm not going to go to a university no matter what if it's in a really rural place. So make your priority list. Everybody's priorities are different. These are the things you have to put it so you can compare and contrast every university that you're considering. So point 7. Do not put all your eggs in the same basket. A lot of us have our dream schools, but it's not guaranteed that we are going to get into that schools. So always put your top choices, your second choices, and safety schools. This way you can be prepared for anything. You do not want to lose a couple of years just applying. And there's no harm in applying for safety schools. You always have the choice. So always make sure you apply to all 3 kinds of schools, because at the end you don't know where you're gonna go. So always have your back covered. Once you get accepted from different universities, make a pros and cons list and please compare it with your priority list. Some resources that I want to talk about for you. First is US News and World Report. A lot of information about university, student life, acceptance rate, tuition, increase in tuition is present there in that website. Second, Common App. Common App is a platform where you can just fill out one application and apply to many universities. Majority of the universities are present in Common App. Please do use this resource. The third one is United States Education Foundation, or also called USEF. Every country has United States Education Foundation established by United States, so they can give you correct information about applying. There is how to apply to a university 101. What do you need to know as an international student? A lot of events that are going on, practice tests. There's libraries. Please use this resource. This will point you at the right direction. So the bonus part, my mistakes while applying to universities are, first one is rushing through the process. I think I did everything in like 9 months. Just after I finished my high school, I gave SAT and TOEFL right away. I didn't prepare enough. I feel like I could have given SAT a couple of times. That was a major mistake. Second one was relying on consultancies and not using USEF Nepal enough. I feel like I could have done much more research by myself rather than asking a third-party consultancy to do it for me. And the third one is not doing enough research about the university I was going to, not connecting with enough alumni, not looking at the retention rates. So these are the mistakes I made. I hope this video was really helpful for you. Please comment down below what other questions you have and I'll answer them in the next video. And don't forget to like, subscribe and share and hit the notification bell, because I'm gonna bring a whole series about applying to US universities and all of the things that you need to know. Thank you.